Hello, 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 and welcome back to Infinite Roleplay. My name is Nelson, and in today's video, we're going to be drawing a creature. This was done live on stream on Twitch, my twitch.tv channel. You can find me on Twitch at Infinite Roleplay. And, you know, this was really early in the morning. You can tell by how dark it is over there that the sun hadn't rose up yet. So that's why I called it the Insomnia stream. Anyway, I was up, and I wanted to do some work on my Saturday Morning Tabletop rule set for mounts and mounted combat. And drawing always helps me. It always helps me think. It always helps me come up with ideas. You know, for me, drawing is a very important part of my life. No matter what it is I'm drawing. So anyway, I figured let me start drawing, and I started drawing a rhino, and I was like, oh, rhino, and I don't know how, but the rhino turned into this thing. You know, I ended up giving the rhino a tail and stretching out the body and sort of making it more of a lean type of rhino, and gave it a scorpion tail. A few seconds ago, you might have noticed that I pulled up a text file. That text file was to put in, you know, scorpion tail and stuff, because I hadn't added it to the rules. So again, this is, you know, visual art helping the creative process as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, this was going to be a scorpion rhino thing that during the stream, I believe I called it the Scorpino. But ultimately, I came to better senses and renamed it the Rhinorion. Also, with the fact that it's sort of postured to strike with its tail, I figured a nice roar would better suit the what's being drawn. Why I can't speak. Anyway. You know, scorpions have that sort of chitinous plating, that exoskeleton, and rhinos have like hard, thick, you know, skin. So it's an armored thing. And as I draw the sort of armored, you know, I'm playing around with ideas. I redo the stinger bit. It's pretty much the same, but I wanted to get it looking a little better, and I eventually made it larger than the original stinger bit. I also add more plates to the tail, change up the look of the armored plating. Like it's hard to explain. Like the bony plates have more like lumps, bumps, and grooves, and I guess they appear a little bit more organic by the end. Soon, I'm going to start playing with the idea of a face. Like, you know, just because I gave the rhino 4 eyes doesn't mean it's that different yet. But ultimately, I do delve into the head and start playing around with ideas. Yeah, here it is. You know, first I was like, hey, let me give it some sort of insectoid eyes where it has all the little facets and whatnot. Then I toyed with the idea of making the eyes black with white pupils. And then over here, I had relatively normal-like eyes, but with the idea that there's armored plating on the top of the head. And that got me. You know, that's when I was like, alright, cool. You know, I'm going to extend that sort of armor up this way. I figured let me add the rhino horn to the armor. And eventually, I do add a armored plate to the jaw, and I remove the little rhino ear. And at this point, you see the Rhinorion kind of become what it is by the end of the video. Yeah, I'm just playing around. I'm doing them on separate layers, and, you know, erasing and trying to copy the head over and whatnot. You know, I'm entering some rules I came up with that I was inspired to come up with, you know, during the process of creating the Rhinorion. And here I'm just cleaning the image up a little bit more, my Saturday Morning Tabletop art style is usually a lot cleaner with the line art. You know, there's not that very, I don't leave a lot of sketchy lines, but being that, you know, the rules development of the mounts, mounted combat, and the mount creation kit are so early in the stages of development. They are pre-alpha. I'm not getting too precious with concepting different types of mounts and whatnot. Though I do enjoy how the Rhinorion came out. Like when all's said and done. Yeah, right there. If you saw my little fast forward stuff, that was not me doing a dance. It's me stretching my wrists, because you always gotta stretch your wrists when you draw a lot. That way you don't cramp up or get carpal tunnel or anything. But yeah, I'm concepting a different look for the foot. I thought this really gnarly version was pretty cool. After I finish up here, I changed the brightness of the sketching layer. I bring the brightness all the way down. That way all the blue lines become black lines. And I start coloring. You know, that's when I turn the brightness down. And here you go. It's pretty, you know, simple colors. Purple and green. I don't really know what it was that made me go purple and green, but yeah, that's just what I felt like. I just felt like it's supposed to be purple and green. I don't know how to explain it. You know, and I understand that the Rhinorion doesn't have the most healthy looking of teeth, but I mean, come on, it's a wild beast, right? Or if not a wild beast, a domesticated wild beast. It's a giant scorpion thing with a rhino horn. Like, cut it some slack, alright? Cut it some slack. Yeah, see, I still got the Scorpino name up there. No, it is not a Scorpino. It is a Rhinorion. The great and powerful Rhinorion. Oh. Yeah, anyway. Now that the colors are done, you know, going into shading. One thing I have a lot of fun with when I go into shading is it's the opportunity in the process to add some texture. Like, you could add texture during the line art phase, but Saturday Morning Tabletop, the art style being what it is, there's only but so much you can do with the line art, since it's fairly clean, spacious, you know, for those colors, you know, cartoony. It's supposed to be cartoony, so it's cartoony. But yeah, when you get into the lighting thing, like, I usually don't add a highlight color, but for the Rhinorion I did. I only added the highlights on the armored bits, because I mean, you know, what's the word? Oh, my brain don't want to think right now. Anyway, they'd be the parts to reflect sort of color the best. You saw me add some highlights by its eyes and its teeth, because they'd be the most moist. They'd be moist. They would be, though. You know, the tear ducts and saliva and whatever. So pretty much, this is the Rhinorion. The idea is that it's going to be a large creature, able for like a human or, you know, an elf or any other medium-sized heroic characters to ride as a mount when the mount rules are eventually released. And I think it's a pretty mean, like, it'll be pretty dang mean. You just look at that thing. You know, giant horn, armored plating all over it, freaking scorpion tail. Like, jeez. You know, you look at this and go, what in the hell was wrong with me?